It's happening more and more. Drivers are killing, maiming, wrecking, and then they're running away.
Hit and runs have gotten so bad that one of the nation's largest car insurers, AAA, put out a hit and run alert last year. And that got the attention of Target 8 investigator Henry Erb, who is digging into the numbers and talking with the victims.
When he hit me, it threw me completely, about 30 feet in the air, the cop said, and all the way to the other corner of the street.
The only reason Russ Colecchio knows that is there's this video of the horrific impact. He's got no memory of it. A surveillance camera caught the moment the speeding car slammed into Colecchio and his bicycle on South Division near 60th Street on a November night in 2017. The driver just kept going, leaving Colecchio broken and bleeding on the cold, wet pavement.
Both rotor cups were torn completely. This one only about halfway. This one needed surgery bad.
The impact injured his back and his legs so bad that he still has trouble walking.
Those are all nails, all of those. There's 51 nails in this sucker from there to there and from here to there.
Colecchio was lucky that a man walking by saw him lying on the side of the street. He was in bad shape.
He kicked my leg and he said, "This guy's dead."
Not dead, but badly hurt. Still, he could have died. Instead of stopping or calling 911, the hit-and-run driver left him unconscious and helpless.
Whoever did do it, though, knows they hit somebody, and they just continued.
Russ Colecchio joined a growing number of hit-and-run victims. Last year, AAA, which does safety research and lobbying, redid an old study of hit-and-run deaths. Jake Nelson directs AAA's National Research and Safety Program from Ann Arbor.
So we looked at the numbers and we found that it was much worse.
60% worse, a 60% increase in the number of hit-and-run deaths across the country since 2009. Target 8 investigators wanted to know what was happening in Michigan, so we did our own dive deep into the state police car crash database. We found a 40% increase in hit-and-run deaths in Michigan between 2010 and 2017, 18% more injuries, and a 25% increase in all hit-and-runs. We also dug into local numbers for the biggest city in West Michigan, Grand Rapids, where there were nearly 2,000 hit-and-runs in 2017, nearly a quarter of all the crashes in town. There were only 2 deaths during that time, but we found that hit-and-run injuries rose 25%. When you add property damage hit-and-runs to the injuries, you get a 48% increase. So significantly more hit-and-runs, more deaths, more injuries across the country, the state, and around the corner. What is going on here?
No one really knows exactly what the true cause for the jump in the number of hit-and-run fatalities might be.
Or why there are more hit-and-runs of all kinds.
Typically, I only investigate the serious injury to fatal crashes, of which we do pretty good on prosecution.
I did that.
Like what happened to Russ Colecchio.
Oh, the police were good. The police were excellent.
Colecchio says Kent Sheriff's investigators talked to him 3 times while he was in the hospital, hoping he'd remember something. They found this video of the crash and put it on their website and on TV. They got a rough ID on the car, a 99 to 2005 Pontiac Grand Am. But even with all that work, they still don't have a solid lead. Police generally seem to handle serious hit-and-runs like they would a murder case with lab work and lots of investigators, but
when it comes to a property damage crash or a very minor injury crash, we're not going to be able to put that kind of resource into it.
And most of the time, hit-and-run investigations can't even get started. For example, Grand Rapids police tell us that in only about 14% of hit-and-run cases do they have enough of a description to even try to track down the fleeing driver. Just 14%. It's the nature of a hit-and-run, a quick crime. Stunned victims and witnesses barely able to get a glimpse of the fast receding taillights. As one bike rider who got hit told me, he was too busy flying through the air to get the license plate number. The result is that most people who hit and run get away with it. That also makes it hard for safety researchers like Nelson to learn clearly what triggers some drivers to run and why they're doing it more often.
Part of the reason why we don't know is because we rarely have access to the drivers involved in these crashes. They tend to, once they leave the scene, most of these cases go unsolved.
I'm Target 8 investigator Henry Erb.
Now, even after more than a year, investigators are still hoping to catch the driver who was caught on camera hitting Russ Colecchio.
They want somebody with information to call the Kent County Sheriff's Department or Silent Observer, and you can find those contacts and more on hit-and-run crashes at woodtv.com.